What is up, Giants fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. And in this video, I really want to dig down to who Big Blue might select at number 6 overall by breaking down two of my personal favorite wide receivers in this draft class, Malik Nabers and Rome Odunze. Folks, appreciate you all tuning in. If you're new to the channel, make sure to check us out on all of our social media on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. Appreciate all of your support. So let's get into the conversation that I think everyone wants to get into. Malik Nabers, Rome Odunze. Who's it going to be? I've seen a lot of mock drafts have the Giants taking Malik Nabers at 6. And I agree that he would be an excellent pick at number 6 overall. You can't go wrong. A lot of people argue he has the highest upside and ceiling in this year's draft class. So let's talk about Malik Nabers first. 6-foot junior weighing in at 200 pounds, a first-team AP All-American who the Giants did bring in for a top 30 visit. However, he did not take part in the measuring combine. This season for LSU, this man was phenomenal. 2023, he led the SEC with 89 receptions, led the nation with 1,569 receiving yards, had 14 touchdowns. I remember watching a game against Mississippi State this year. He caught 13 balls, had over 230 receiving yards and a couple of scores. I mean, he is so dominant on all three levels of the field. He can catch the short ball, intermediate, and deep. He's that darn good. 5 games with multiple touchdowns this year, 9 100-plus yard games. He averaged 120 receiving yards per game. That's pretty impressive. Now let's go to PFF standards. Against man coverage, 90.8 overall grade, second in FBS. Grade against zone, 91.6. That's first among all the nation's receivers. Last year, he was really, really good. Again, first year with Jayden Daniels, 2022. Also led the SEC, 77 receptions, 1,017 yards, just 3 touchdowns, though. This guy has pure explosiveness. He burns by defenders. He's quick. A little lack of polish as a route runner, but Brian Kelly, who came over from Notre Dame, by the way, really helped him crisp that up. He's definitely improved as a route runner. I wouldn't say it's bad, but he lacks a little bit of polish here and there is what I'm trying to say. A lot of Giants fans remember another former LSU wide receiver in Odell Beckham Jr. This guy reminds me just a little bit of number 13. He makes the impossible catches, Nabers does. He makes those catches possible. Really good over the middle. He can play all 3 receiver spots. You want to line him up outside at the X or the Z. You want to throw him in the slot. He can do it and do it well. High volume target. He needs to work on his hips a little bit, though, when running routes. That's one thing I do notice. A lot of people are comparing him to Justin Jefferson. I think that's a little bit unfair to put on a rookie. But let's get into the film of wide receiver Malik Nabers. I'll get his video up here and share my screen shortly. We'll have a few plays. We'll talk about his strengths, his weaknesses, what I personally love about this young wide receiver prospect. Malik Nabers, here he is. Again, young player, 21 years old. Nabers is, I believe, wearing number 8. Jayden Daniels at quarterback. This is a tough SEC game. This is that Mississippi State game. So he's lined up here in the slot, you can see. So we'll rewind that to the beginning. Again, for some reason, they're playing soft. They probably want to make sure he doesn't beat them. So again, this is in plus territory. Watch how he runs, and he blows by to create the separation. Touchdown. What did he do on that play to score a touchdown? Well, let's take a look. So he's starting out. He's got his head straight. He makes one cut and then just blows by the defender. It's as simple as that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is beautiful offensive football. You can see a play here of him against Arkansas. We'll take a look. Does a nice little move, uses the sideline to his advantage. Now he comes back to the football. I want you to watch his right foot as it plants. Here's his right foot coming down, right? You can see it. Again, apologies, a little blurry. Here's his right foot, And look where his body is. Look at his body control. This is phenomenal. He's able to regain his composure. And Singletary is doing a very good job for the Hogs here on defense, right? He gets his arm exactly where it needs to be. This, 9 times out of 10, should be a deflected ball. However, the sticky hands of Malik Nabers makes this a reception. Look at him battle for that loose ball. That is why he might be a top 5 pick in this year's NFL draft. All right, so here he is again in the slot. This is a little crossing pattern against the Hogs. You'll see here. This is a short route, so he acts like he's going to block, right? They're trying to sell the run. If Nabers acts like, yeah, I'm not running a route here, I'm just going to block, defense might not worry about him as much. Nobody's accounting for him, right? There's a linebacker here over the middle of the field to pick up this tight end. Then there's a safety who's playing the end zone. Safety will help against the tight end. That leaves this outside linebacker in a very precarious position. You see the extra blitzer coming here. Jayden Daniels recognizes that. He crosses across the middle. Who's on him? Nobody. 6. Again, you'll see it here on a different look, what he does to get open, right? Again, you can't play zone against, you can't play zone, you can't play man. You just have to do your best. I mean, look at his footwork here, right? Takes big steps, right? Look at him act like he's going inside, and then 17 loses him. He has to reach. There's no help there. They got to play the deep ball for Brian Thomas Jr., big guy, and they give this up. Now, look at his awareness of where he is on the field. Not only does he catch this pass, he catches it at the 46, right? Look at the yak. He is a yak monster. He picks up at least 15 yards after that reception. Well done, Malik Nabers. All right. Here he is outside. No contact there. Finds the soft zone, making people miss, using his teammates as blockers. Nicely done. Those are the extra yards. You know, a lot of Giants fans saw that with Odell, Victor Cruz. You haven't seen that in a while if you're a Big Blue fan. Check out this double move for Malik here. All right, so we'll go in slow motion. Safety's biting. Nope, you can't do that. You have to play against the deep ball, and this is why Malik Nabers might be considered. This moment right here, the way he's able to switch directions of the route. There's not many wideouts that could do that. Tracks the ball down. Jayden Daniels, this throw a little bit out in front of him. That's okay. He was under pressure on this play. And a good catch and a good score. There he is celebrating. This one here is against Alabama. In the slot. We'll take a look. 13 gets bit, right? Tough position because you got Brian Thomas to worry about to running this slant. If they elect to go short, he's the option. But he doesn't stop running. He kind of goes out on a zip. And then watch what happens with Nabers. I know I got caught there with clicking buttons, so apologies. Here he goes. Boom, another touchdown. This is on the road here. I believe he's lined up. Low end. Nope, he's in the slot. Pardon. Let's take a look again. The 3 and the 8 look very similar on this team. Running up in the slot. You can see. Double move. And now look at this contested catch that he makes. Contested catch, backpedaling. He identifies the football, right? He turns his head at the right time. He's already starting to look back 5 yards. This is not easy to do. Some receivers just love to run to the spot, turn, and then catch. Gets the foot down, scores a touchdown. So to recap Malik Nabers, folks, his athleticism, his route running, his quickness, and his hands, all reasons why he will excel at the next level. Now, Let's talk about the next wide receiver in this video in Rome Odunze. This is another guy that I think the Giants could really consider here at Washington. I love this guy. He's a little bit more taller than Malik. I shouldn't say a little bit. He's 3 inches taller. 6'3 senior, 6'3 senior, 212 pounds, first team AP All-American. Giants brought him in on a top 30. The Las Vegas, Nevada native did run measurements here. 4.45 40-yard dash, pretty quick for a guy his size. 1.52 10-yard split, and 4.03 20-yard shuttle. He led the FBS this year with the school record for Washington, 1,640 receiving yards on 92 catches and 13 touchdowns. 15.5 yards average depth of target. That's phenomenal. Forced 15 missed tackles this year. 514 total yards after catch. Outstanding deep threat. Intermediate routes, he can do that. Last year, 2022, he ranked 10th in the FBS at over 1,100 yards that season as well, with 75 catches and 7 scores and just 8 starts with 12 games. And then 2021, he started 7 of the final 9 games, scored 4 touchdowns. He missed the first 3 games due to injuries, but since 2021, he has not been hurt. 2020, the COVID year, played in all 4 games with 1 start. Now, the intangibles. Elite ball skills. He wins jump balls and contested catches. Great positioning, body control, reliable hand strength, and timing. Those are all things that will translate well to the next level. Fun fact, actually, he was a high school sprinter, which I find pretty interesting. So speed certainly won't be an issue. I think Odunze fits more what the Giants need, is a true big-bodied X wide receiver. So that is something to really consider here. He's a team captain, a good leader, and dependable. Giants are looking for smart, tough, dependable. He fits that. Plays a lot like Larry Fitzgerald, the way he did in college. So it'll be interesting to see. A lot of the times, Michael Penix Jr. would just fling it. Odunze would go catch it. I mean, that's how he was. So he's that type of player that, if you're Daniel Jones throwing up a ball, you're under duress, the line breaks down, you have a number 1 receiver that can go and make a play for you on the ball, 50-50 ball. You just throw it up for grabs. Odunze is a good chance of bringing that down. And that's something that's important on this roster. So we'll see. However, there are some weaknesses on this guy. A lot of the times for a guy his size, you don't want to take many steps on routes. Unfortunately, he does that in the early stages of a lot of his routes, especially double moves. He rushes through the early stages of it, takes too many steps for a big guy. And I also think he has room for improvement as a run blocker, but those are all fixable and teachable things as he transitions to the National Football League. So let's take a look at Rome, ladies and gentlemen. Get out my screen here. So Rome Odunze. Okay. So again, of course, Washington made the national title game this year. 6th-year senior in Michael Penix Jr. Rome Odunze is the big guy here, number 1. That's who he is. Crossing pattern, right? Good job. He's open. Great route. Look at him catch the ball. 2 yards ahead of the line of scrimmage at the 29-yard line. And look at him run. Boom. Good play. Out of bounds. Now, going to take a look here. This is a play fake. Run pass option. So you got him singled out one-on-one. If you see Rome Odunze one-on-one, you take that shot. Now watch him closely here as the route develops. Little hand fighting. Comes back for the football. Notices it's a little bit behind. Adjusts the hands and the feet. Makes the 50-50 catch. Here you'll see him on a little pitch. Little jet sweep. Fouls the blocker. Scores a touchdown. Now you'll see a little short pass here, right? He's coming out as a blocker originally. Decent job selling it. Now, this is his patience as a receiver, right? You don't want to see a guy that just rushes down the field. Look at him move. Uses the blockers, right? You got some good blockers in front of you, like Troy Fautanu. See the speed a little. Tough guy to bring down, right? Shoestring tackle. Perfect. All right. So, Rome, This one is hard to identify, but he is on the plus side here. Back when he wore number 16. This is more of the extension and the way he catches 50-50 balls. Look at this. Doesn't that remind you of somebody, Giants fans? Yeah, that's who I thought. Odell. Both of these guys draw comparisons to Odell, except Odunze is a much taller species. Beautiful one-handed catch off balance. Not many guys could do that. That was his sophomore year. All right, next up. It's on the bottom part of the screen. He's going deep. Penix elevates the football. Look at his eyes. He's already adjusting so that only he can catch the football, so that the defender can't make a play on it. Look at those hands. Like sticky gel. Hauls it in, completes possession. That's impressive. All right, here, you don't see him in camera yet, but watch when he comes in. This is a tough window catch. Again, look at this. He's extending with one hand in the end zone, completes the catch. He's a very good catch completer. Doesn't allow certain plays to define him. Again, one-on-one. You'll see top of your screen here. This is a little good baby jump on this route, right? Plants that left foot. Has the size advantage. So he is way ahead of the corner here. Corner's not turning for the football. That's a problem. He's playing Rome. Rome's playing the ball. He knows what to do. Go ahead and jump for it. You'll win that almost every time. Again, Penix just lofts one up, right? This is another tough play to make. Defender's coming in. He's taking a hit. Completes possession. So again, great hands. Great example of his hands. Now, here's a route against Washington State, the Apple Cup Series. So we'll take a look. Rome is on half of your screen here, lined up with those sleeves, those white sleeves, as you can see. Penix, all the time in the world. Great O-line this year for Washington. Takes a deep shot. Look at how far he gets down the field. Goes ahead, gets the football, gets caught up there. The feet tangle a little bit, but that's a good possession catch. He is also a chains mover, which is very important. Giants have been missing that. You know, Wan'Dale sort of becoming that guy, but they really didn't have that before him either. So again, deep route. Top of your screen. Let's take a look and see what happens. All right, so he's moving. Sells it well. Takes a little hop step, and again, he finds the inside. Look at this arrow. Look at the separation. This is where he goes to catch this football, ladies and gentlemen. Look at him cover all that space. I mean, this is just phenomenal work here. And it's nice to have a good quarterback, but over-the-shoulder catch, you don't see that every day. Next up, little comeback route here. He's lined up on the bottom part of your screen. Let's take a look. Bottom part of your screen, right? Here he comes. Right foot. Defender. Can't see him. Boom. Oh, no, he's not stopping. That's right. The defender realizes he's not. Look at him go. Oh. This is really hot right here with Rome Odunze. Look at this move. The jab step. Oh. Again, that move helps his team get a 40-yard pickup. So all in all, I look at those two receivers, out of those traits, out of those plays, film. Who do the Giants like more? My answer is Rome Odunze. I think he will be the pick at number 6 overall. I think he fits more of what the Giants need. I'm not saying he's necessarily better than Malik Nabers, but Marvin Harrison Jr. will likely be off the board at number 4. Number 5, we don't know what the Chargers are going to do. If they stay there, it'll be either Joe Alt or Malik Nabers. And I really think Rome Odunze identifies what a New York Football Giant should be. Very high character guy. And I think he would fit what Big Blue wants more. So I'm going Rome Odunze here. What do you think? Do you agree that based off of this film and everything you've seen and taken in thus far in pre-draft season, is Rome Odunze your pick for the Giants at number 6, or do you prefer Malik Nabers? Let me know in the comments section, folks. Smash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Make sure to leave a comment with your thoughts. Appreciate all of your support. There we are on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Big Blue Avenue. Appreciate all of your support. Love both of these wide receiver prospects. The Giants can't go wrong with either Malik Nabers and Rome Odunze. Folks, without further ado, let's go Big Blue.